again, folks. I just saw you no more than 15 minutes ago. Welcome to the first year draft for the Japanese Professional Baseball Organization, the JPBO, in the Grandest Salami, an online league in which I participate. They added the JPBO to replace League Redacted, and of course I had to come along. If you want to add the JPBO to your save, you can do so at the link in the chat right now. You can either get just the uniforms, or you can add a quick start to your game, which will include players licensed from MLB or the WBC that are in the data set, and they will be on their original League Redacted teams. Yeah, unintentionally, the Suigi emojis, Ludwig, are wearing a blue cap like the Cubs do. Go figure. So, here's the draft order. Once the first round is complete, the teams will be heading off to Stats Plus to complete the remainder of their draft. I actually have some music queued up as opposed to the one Disney track I kept looping over in previous years. I also tried to do a little less prep in advance. We'll see if it actually pans out for us. So I gotta move this over onto a different screen, or try to. No, that's not gonna work. Keep it back on the original screen, because then I lose my side of the chat, and I want to see the chat. All right. Slight delay at the home of the first year draft. This is, of course, the Shinagawa Prince Hotel in Tokyo. The delay was due to Cubs general manager Isho Kawasaki getting beamed in the head by a shoe thrown by a upset Cubs fan. Disappointed at the team once again, missed the postseason, and that's not really going to work in the greater Kansai area, especially with the Bulls doing as well as they are. Still, let's turn things over to the floor and see who's been nominated by these 12 teams. If you want to join the Grandest Salami, the Hiroshima Phoenix are available. We were able to get a draft list from the previous GM. Thank you to Cody K for doing so. He just, after 4 straight Japan Series losses, he broke. He couldn't deal with it anymore.
第一巡選択を希望選手関西
遠藤茂雄投手コナンコート No surprise that the Cubs are going for one of the big arms right out the chute. And I need to remember where... There. Shigeo Endo, yes, the change oof you got to worry about, but the other 3 pitches are coming along. The fastball's already topping out at 94. As a high schooler, undefeated in his high school career, the only knock might be the home runs, but the fact that he cut down on his walks by half without decreasing his strikeouts from year to year is a positive sign for this big arm. Committed to Osaka Shogyo University. We'll see if he actually ends up going there. The Okinawa boy heading to possibly the Cubs. We'll see.
埼玉
That would be Goon 6 managing. Kaza Mitsumori Nayashu Kyosei Koto. One of the other big names in the league, or in this draft. Kaza, a pitcher, or a batter, probably profiles best as a third baseman compared to a second, but the avoid Ks, he is a picky choice. From Okayama, also committed to Osaka Shogyo, so we'll see, instead of heading to the same university, these 2 players may be headed to the same league. You see they're slugging over 1. 28 doubles, 14 home runs in just 36 games at the high school level. A lot of these players, of course, participated in Koshien, the big high school baseball tournament, which is going on right now in real life, if you want to watch some drama play out on the big stage. I think Sports Bull has all games streaming live. See who's next.
名古屋
The Dolphins recently taken over by Chody.
遠藤茂雄投手コナンコート
So, 2 teams already in for Endo. We knew he was going to be a hot prospect. Let's see how hot this gets.
横浜
The Astrals, still run by Accidental Farmer.
田村義治外野手岐阜商業コート
First outfielder we've seen in today's draft. This would be... Yeah, the Endo sweepstakes begin, no kidding. And Tamura, known for being... Oh man, I'm just showing everyone my short list right now. Already has the range. With a little bit of development, could probably take over in center field. But for now, he's probably a corner outfielder. Switch hitting with a lot of contact. Stronger against lefties. But this is a bat that will exceed and excel in Japan. 536 average, 971 slugging. There's not much for home run pop, but you're looking at someone who's getting on base half the time. Very interesting choice for the Astrals.
Sapporo
Fallen out of the postseason race. Ben taking over from Tactile Necks.
田村義治外野手岐阜商業コート
2 in for Tamura. It'll be interesting to see how many of these competitions we have.
京都
Recently taken over by Connor Ludwig from Hamlet. Still the employer of the best player in the J for now.
風見積もり内野手京成コート
2 teams in for Kaza. Someone needs to add an extra A on the end of his name and call him peer-to-peer. Or LimeWire, I don't know.
仙台
Brandon, get well soon, buddy.
田村義治外野手岐阜商業コート
3 teams in for Tamura. Lots of demand for the outfielder.
千葉
Taking over by Peter and driven to a postseason berth.
増川哲平内野手東京大学
Although Todai, Tokyo University, has been the laughingstock of the real Tokyo Big Six, they've been producing some quality players. No, the top player in this year's draft, Masukawa here. Probably profiles as a Gold Glover third baseman, but you want him at shortstop, and you have to hope that infield range improves. The avoid Ks, the gap power, this all spells a quality player. Very interesting to see the Pirates going for him. Tokyo boy. Maybe he can afford a house in Chiba with this money.
広島
Again, this team is open for anyone who wants to sign up.
遠藤茂雄投手コナンコート
That's 3 in for Endo.
東京近畿
Recently taken over by Chimera, formerly run by Perfect Chase.
風見積もり内野手京成コート
3 in for Kaza, the infielder. 2 teams remain.
東京ジャギュアーズ
Pennant winners of the Nihon League and bounced in the postseason for the second straight year by the Phoenix. Caged Wisdom running this club.
遠藤茂雄投手コナンコート
That's 4 in for Endo. Last team, the reigning Japan Series champions, second year in a row.
大阪
Ludwig, the Bulls. It's his league, we're just playing in it.
遠藤茂雄投手コナンコート
That makes it 5 for Endo.
ラウンドが完了しました抽選のご準備をお願いいたします
And congratulations to Peter Tauscher and the Chiba Pirates for picking up Teppei Masukawa uncontested. This is the third time in franchise history that the Pirates have had their first round pick go uncontested. First time since 2033. So a good start for Peter's career, having made the postseason and now with a new franchise shortstop at the helm. So let's get the smaller decisions up on the big board here. Here we go. This is for Mitsumori Kaza. Between the Aces, the Panthers, and the Golden Kites. Congratulations to Connor Ludwig and the Kyoto Aces for securing the services of Mitsumori Kaza. This is the first lottery win for the Aces since 2035, so first time in a few tries. This continues a run of tough luck for the Panthers. They're now 2-8. This also means that Kyoto now sits at an even 500, having won 4 lotteries and lost 4. Good for them. Next up, the selection for Yoshiharu Tamura between the Astrals, the Bruisers, and the Woodpeckers. GMs head up to the days. They reach into... Oh yeah, I forgot Woodpeckers. You did win last year. It was the Bulls who won the year prior. Let's see who gets Tamura. And Ben picks up the win. The Bruisers are getting their new cornerstone of the outfield. This is the 4th win for the Bruisers in the lottery. This continues a losing streak for the Woodpeckers. Their record now 3-11. And yes, I am updating these on the fly. If you take a look on the link I put in the Discord, you'll be able to see these as the results come in. Which means it's the big one now. The big time. 5 teams nominated Shigeo Endo. Is he headed to Osaka, to Tokyo, Nagoya, or Hiroshima? Somewhere on the Shinkansen is going to be the recipient of the best pitcher in the draft. Let's find out who. It's the Tokyo Jaguars. Caged Wisdom wins the big lottery. This is his 2nd consecutive draft win. That moves him to 3-11 on the year, or in his career. After going uncontested last year, Kansai loses this one. Still can't believe I snuck Ken Kohama through everybody last year. All right, and it was the... Did I update everyone? Kansai, Nagoya. Oh, Nagoya. I may have miscounted. No, I didn't miscount Nagoya. All right, we're good. I'll double check all those later. So, we have our first selections in. Congratulations to the Jaguars, the Aces, and the Bruisers for winning their lotteries, and to the Pirates for selecting their player. We are going to be heading into a break as I prep the 2nd round of the remaining teams. This time, there's going to be some actual music from Japan. Please enjoy the jazz stylings of Cassiopeia. The song is Asayuke. I'll be right back. Apologies for the delay. Took me a little bit longer than I thought. But we are ready to go with the second round of the first round. 4 teams selected. Let's see who the other 8 are going to be getting.
第一巡選択を希望選手関西
The Cubs going for their second pick.
長澤杵治投手愛知商業コート
So we're going with another pitcher. Let's take a look here at Kineji. Where the heck is he? Oh, there he is, up at the top. Another high school pick. 4-pitch mix. Changeup looks a little oofy, but you're looking at someone who suppresses home runs in a big way, someone with a lot of strikeouts. Looks like injuries took a good chunk of his 2039 away, or at least he may have been benched from the team, so he might be coming in with a chip on his shoulder, and he's headed to the Cubs potentially. Saitama going for their backup choice.
林義輝投手本丸コート
Another pitcher, this one, another high school pitcher specifically, Yoshiteru Hayashi. You got to worry about the changeup. The sinker looks halfway decent. If nothing else, this is a bullpen long man for the Panthers. Lefty, looks like he's been dominant at the high school level as well. Homare, known as a halfway decent school too. It'll be interesting to see if he can hang with the Panthers or if someone else is going to be calling his name.
名古屋
The Dolphins, Chody.
石田貴秀投手日本分類コート
The one school name that always trips me up. Takahide Ishida. There we go. 5-pitch mix, so you don't have to worry about the changeup. Already quite developed. Playing in Niigata, so Northern Prefecture. This guy might have been at Kolchien, I can't remember. But you gotta love the personality of Ishida. Also sporting a nice mustache for an 18-year-old. It'll be interesting to see where Ishida lands in terms of who else is going to pick his name. He was one of the other big pitchers in this draft class, after all. One of only 2 rated 80 potential. The other, Shigeo Endo, who went to the Jaguars.
横浜石田貴秀投手日本分類コート
That's 2 in for Ishida, so we're going to have another lottery.
仙台
Woodpeckers, let's see if Zion Shino has picked up a player this time around.
長野蛍投手川崎北コート
Again, the run on the pitchers. Let's take a look at Hotaru Nagano. Oh, also rated 80 overall, my bad. The 3 pitches are very, very good. The one knock against him is the potential for injury, but you're looking at someone who went undefeated in high school and struck out a lot of batters. Over 200 in both of his seasons. So who cares if the changeup doesn't show? Nagano could be something special. He is committed to Tokyo Big Six School Meiji University. We'll see if he ends up sticking around with this year's draft class. Woodpeckers staking a claim to Nagano.
広島石田貴秀投手日本分類コート
The one name I struggle with saying because I can't do the N to the Japanese L that well, or Japanese R. Ishida has 3 teams in on him. Very impressive.
東京近市前川勝投手瀬戸内コート
From the Seto Island Sea, we find Masaru Maekawa. You want that changeup to develop. Bit of an unconventional pick here. But it's one that I do like for this club. One moment, I just want to double check that I didn't accidentally wipe something out. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I had the right player selected. That was what I was scrambling on. I think I had the wrong dude. So, yeah, bit of a change oof. But if it develops, this could be a very interesting choice for the Golden Kites. Certainly a long man in the bullpen.
Osaka.
And the Bulls. Hara Keisaburo, Hoshu, Hokkai Koto. One of two players named from the Hokkai Club. And the first catcher we've seen on the board, Keisaburo Hara, looks like a dominant batter. Not every day you have a catcher who plays every game and bats .486. The pride of Sapporo. Looks like he could do very well for the Bulls. I think catcher is an area of depth or of need for them, so we'll see how quickly Hara gets rushed along. That'll finish the round.
ラウンドが完了しました。抽選のご準備をお願いいたします。
We only have one lottery in this round between Nagoya, the Astrals, and the Phoenix. Congratulations to the remainder of the teams who snapped up their pitchers. Big win for the Panthers who get Hayashi. Big win for the Woodpeckers who get Nagano. Big win for me who gets Nagasawa. Let's get the wheel of names up. And let's see who's going to be picking up the rights to Takahide Ishida and who's going to force me to go back and do more work. The Dolphins have won the lottery here. They have secured the rights to Takahide Ishida. Congratulations to the Dolphs. Big win. That moves them to 4-5 in draft lotteries. Unfortunately, it means that Hiroshima and Yokohama are 0-2. Next band on the stand for the playlist. Hey, Cody, it's not your team anymore, dude. It's all good. Is Japan's answer to the Talking Heads' Sakanaction. The song is Mos. Enjoy. I'll be back in just a moment. are back at the Shinagawa Prince. 2 teams left, stuck in the third pass of the first round. Let's see if there's going to be any more heartbreak today or if we're pretty much wrapped up.
第一巡選択を希望選手横浜山崎信内野手智弁学園和歌山高等
The famous Chiben Gakuen Wakayama School, so well known in Japan for its ball players. Nobu Yamazaki, one of the newest products of that school. Second baseman, could probably hack it there with a little bit of work. You got to look at that most recent year when he put up those ridiculous numbers. Doubled his count of doubles. If the gap power is true, Nobu is going to be a beast. Excellent choice for the Astrals. But let's see who the Phoenix have taken.
広島
千葉里明投手京国際高等 From Kyoto International, Satoaki Chiba. One more pitcher, why not? Again, raw prospect, but the results were there at the high school level. Looks like he's committed to go to Todai, finishing school there. Personality, among the best in the draft pool. So he's got the intangibles. You just have to hope the rest of his 3-pitch mix develops. And there it is, your 12 teams. The first round draft picks for 2040. For the Kansai Cubs, Kineji Nagasawa, the pitcher. For the Saitama Panthers, pitcher Yoshitaru Hayashi. For the Nagoya Dolphins, they won the lottery in the second pass for Takahide Ishida, the pitcher. For the Astrals, on their third choice, Nobu Yamazaki, second baseman. The Bruisers won the lottery for Yoshiharu Tamura, the outfielder. Kyoto Aces winning the draft lottery for Mitsumori Kaza, infielder, likely third base of the future. The Woodpeckers picked up Hotaru Nagano, pitcher in the second pass. Pirates went uncontested on Teppei Masukawa, infielder, franchise shortstop, possibly. Phoenix eventually settled on Satoaki Chiba from as a pitcher. The Golden Kites picking up Masaru Maekawa, pitcher from high school. The Tokyo Jaguars winning the draft lottery for Shigeo Endo, the big high school arm. And the Bulls going with a catcher in Keisaburo Hara. You will find these results in Stats Plus shortly after the conclusion of this broadcast. And then we continue the draft there. If we can finish it for Monday, then it'll be in-game in time. I've got one last song that I want to play y'all out with. I finally got from Japan a CD for the Blue Hearts, one of my favorite Japanese bands. So bop along with me. Our playout song is Hammer. This will conclude my broadcasting day. I'm off to Christie Pitts to go watch the Toronto Maple Leafs play the Hamilton Cardinals and getting the sim in. Have a great rest of the weekend, folks. I will see you on Wednesday with the Flying Purple Baseball Beaters. And now, the Blue Hearts.